welcome back to Bill and the Boys. It's time for a weekly catch-up. It's been quiet week this week, which is the week just nothing turns up. So we haven't had loads to do, because we had loads turn up the week before. But we're in the quiet week. Now, the reason why I think Bank Holiday has played us hand in this, because we are due any day now, both Titanic and the Infinity Gauntlet. So I'm expecting those. They didn't turn up today, so I'm expecting those to arrive tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday. Tomorrow, Friday or Saturday. They'll turn up, I'm sure they will. And then we'll have quite a lot to do again. And then the cycle starts again, because the week after that we get the Doll's House. Week after that we should get the Tumbler again. But it's the thing that is exciting, that is definitely coming, because I had the has posted message today, is the last Ecto 1 is now in transit and is on its way here. So that should be here within 10 days. And then Ecto comes to the end. The other exciting news I had is that my case is ready. So I'll be getting my case next week as well, which is perfect timing, because it means when my Ecto is finished, it can go directly in the case. And then over there where the Doll's House currently is, Ecto is going to live in his new case on his new stand, custom table there for him. Can't wait. I'm so looking forward to ending Ecto, like a lot of you are. Now, there was a note that was sent out by Fanhome that the curse of Eagle Moss, damn you Eagle Moss, strikes again. That a lot of the stock was marked incorrectly. So they thought they had a lot more issue 37s than they actually did. So there is no stock of 37 in the USA. So if in the USA, you ain't getting 37. You're going to have to wait a little while longer. It's also going to affect some people in Europe and the UK. I'm not one of those. And I think the reason for that is because I was practically at the end. And I think anybody that was literally at the end in the UK probably is covered. I can't swear that for all of you, but I think that's what's gone on. I was a very early adopter, so I'd imagine, and I was very quick to sign up, so I'd imagine I was quite high on the list of people who, I was an early, yes, I need this. So maybe that, I don't know. But I'm lucky enough to be one of the ones that got one, but that's not really the case for all of you. This is not Fanhome's fault, right? Again, this is the piss poor management of Eagle Moss striking again. That's what this is. So they've, again, Fanhome, I doff my cap to them. They have said they're going to fly these. So they are not going to wait for shipping. They're going to fly them. So God bless them for that. Then they're not going to put these on boats. They are going to fly these over here. So they're going to get to us as quickly as they possibly can. Beautiful thing, right? So anybody that is affected, it won't be that long. It won't be that long. You'll have to wait. They have requested it. It is coming. You are going to get to finish your Ectos. It's just a damn shame that something else has delayed it a little while longer. But I think we're used to it now, aren't we? I think just the comfort that we know. I mean, it'll be nice to see any of them finish at this point. I don't care if someone gets theirs before mine. I don't give a damn. To see one finished and be like, right, so these parts do exist, right? But they are coming, I think is enough for me. The other reason why it's been quite on the channel this week is I've had friends from America come and visit. I had my friend Jazz Cat, as he's also known, and his new bride Rose. I was supposed to go to their wedding last year in Ohio, but unfortunately circumstances stopped me from doing so, and I was absolutely gutted about it. But they are having their anniversary in the UK, so they swung by to see us and the family, and it was great seeing them. It really was. And they brought us gifts, and I'm going to show you what they brought us. So, as you know, I keep threatening to do it. It is done. I've just never uploaded it. I talk about one of my top 10 favourite films, which is The Lost Boys. And as I've told you before, people keep buying me Funko Pops. Well, he gave me the now not available anymore limited edition Frog Brothers double pack of the Funkos. I'm so happy with this. So this was it was a limited edition, and it's it's fantastic because I've got David. So I need the Lost Boys to go with them. I now need to get Michael and Sam, because now it's a collection. I need to find Michael and Sam as well. So I'm really happy with that. That's awesome. But the other thing they gave me now, forewarning, if you've never tried these before, even though I'm going to tell you to try them, don't try them, because once you have, that's it. You took the lid off the bottle. You've opened Pandora's box. But they they brought me Albanese gummy bears. Now, for my UK viewers, you're probably thinking, what the hell are these? Right. These are amazing. These are like next level, right? I'm not even joking. Now, when I first encountered these was in Texas. I was in Texas in a jerky store of all places. So I was in a store that just specialized in jerky, which is kind of, the dried meat. Jerky, I just couldn't get into it, and it disappointed the Texans I was with because I was like, yeah. But you could get every kind of jerky you could imagine. So it wasn't just beef jerky. They had all flavored jerkies of beef, but they also had like ostrich jerky, alligator jerky. And I was like, eh. And the lady in the store was very nice, and I kind of said, she was like about the jerky. I'm like, yeah, I can take it or leave it. And she said, have you tried the gummy bears? And I went, no. And she said, oh, we sell Albanese gummy bears here. They're the best gummy bears in the world. I'm like, well, I'll be honest with you, my love. The bar's set pretty low when it comes to gummy bears. They just taste of sugared jelly. There's no real taste to a gummy bear. Haribo gummy bear is just like rock hard. And I was like, yeah. How wrong was I? So I tasted an Albanese gummy, and oh my God, the texture of these is amazing. And the flavors, there's 12 flavors in these. Cherry, strawberry, mango, pineapple, lemon, orange, green apple, watermelon, pink grapefruit, lime, blue raspberry, and grape. They genuinely taste of those things as well, right? These are friggin' amazing. If you can get yourself some Albanese gummy bears, do. But at the same time, from the UK, don't, because these are so hard to get hold of. And if someone told me, we've just found out there's a really addictive chemical been added to these that's not legal, I wouldn't even be surprised. I'd just go, yeah, that makes sense. I knew something wasn't right, because I've been hankering after these for years. But they have brought me two 2.5 pound bags. So I've got 5 pounds of gummy bears. So my kids are already trying to climb the kitchen cupboards to get at them. They ain't having them. I need like the start Raiders of the Lost Ark with boulder and traps and stuff to stop them from getting to the gummy bears. That's kind of the plan. Anyway, back to modelling and collectibles, more importantly. Altair in France have just launched a new collection, and if you're into the Rossi bike, you're going to like this one. It's super bikes. Check them out. Nice, right? So I think it's being trialled there at the moment. I don't think it's actually launched. But they're nice. They're nice little super bikes. Now, Altair in France it's not quite Fanhome. It ain't quite D'Agostini. It's a bit of both. So I don't know where that's going to end up, if it's going to end up. So if that does get launched over here, it doesn't mean it will, but if it does get launched over here, I can see that being with D'Agostini rather than Fanhome. Fanhome seems to be, I'm pretty sure, Fanhome strikes me as anything that's linked to a movie or a license. So because like the Rossi bike wasn't through Fanhome, it was through D'Agostini, which would suggest to me the bikes will go through D'Agostini as well. But they're very nice. So if you're into kind of your super bikes and I think it's right up there. It's a good one. It's a nice little collection to have, but worth keeping an eye out for, because it could very well launch over here. Now, since the last time we did a catch up, I also did a brief on Saturday about 3 models that are heading our way. Potentially heading our way. One of them definitely is Robocop. So Robocop is live now. You can go to Fanhome, you can get yourself your Robocop. We've known about this one for a while. It's been running in France for over a year. They're nearly finished in France. It's gorgeous. I'll be honest with you, it's gorgeous. When I first saw them building it, I was like, and it wasn't really blown away by it. I thought just looks like Iron Man in grey. But now they're actually getting to the point where they're building him and putting him together. It looks amazing. It looks really nice. And it's worth your time. It's worth your time. So if you're thinking of getting one, I'd go for it. It's a nice one. I'd like to build it, but I have to be realistic with budget and time. So budget and time are the two things that constrict me. Space, I'll make it work. I've got a big enough house, I can make it work. But when it comes to budget and time, I can't just get everything. I have to be selective. I just do. And as much as I'd like to do Robocop, there's things I'd like to do more. So for now, it's a no. Well, it's not a no. I'd say it's not a full stop on me doing it. It's a comma. I'd like to do it at some point, and it's joined a growing list of ones I'd kind of like to do at some point. But genuinely, so if ever I was in a position where I thought I don't fancy anything new coming out, what's old that I'd like to get, if they've still got it, I'd probably go for it. But it's a nice one. The other one that we saw was the U-boats, the U-boat from Hachette that we spoke about ages ago. has now been confirmed, which should be launching in the UK in about 2 weeks. So if you want to build the U-boat, you can go to Hachette and you can register your interest, and very soon when it goes live, you're about to pre-order it. And it's about 2 weeks' time that happens. It's middle of September. I'm not building the U-boat. No interest in it. I've got no interest at all in the U-boat. I'm not a massive fan of military vehicles, if I'm honest with you. And the U-boat, just there's nothing there. Doesn't excite me. And if it doesn't excite me, if it doesn't interest me, I can't do it. I'm not going to do a model for the sake of doing it. I have to have some interest in it. And I just have no interest in that U-boat. That's not to say it isn't a beautiful model, because it is. It's very large and it's very detailed interior. So you can take the side off it and you can see all the different rooms inside there, the periscope room, the torpedo room, things like that. It is a lovely model. I'm not taking that away from it. So this isn't me saying I don't want to do it because I don't like it. I do like it, but I don't have that enthusiasm for it. And as you've seen from my videos, I do like to talk quite passionately about the models. It's why I do the Titanic talks, I have an interest in the Titanic. It's why we do the Marvel talks, I have an interest in Marvel. It's why we do the Batman talks, I have an interest in Batman. I'm loving the Disney house. And it's got to pull me in. For me to dedicate 2 years to something, I've got to be interested in it, you know? U-boat, I just go, and it just wouldn't, I'd be like, okay. And it's just not there for me. But if you're into Militaria and you're into I think it's a beautiful model. I think you'd really like it. And the third one that is a test, that is 100% what it is. This is a trial. It is not. Don't be fooled into thinking this has just launched the full build. It hasn't. If you contacted the company, they go, oh, no, it's a full build. It ain't. It's a trial. Believe me, it's a trial. Is the Mad Max Interceptor. But they're not calling it the Mad Max Interceptor. They're calling it the Ford Falcon, which is what it is. It's the Ford Falcon, but they don't have the license for Mad Max. And it would strike me that if they do go ahead with this model, they will get the license for Mad Max. But I think they're just testing the waters first. Are people interested in building this? To see if they are. And if they are, they'll go get the Mad Max license. But it is the Interceptor from Mad Max, and it is beautiful. It's really nice. If that launches, yeah, I'm doing it. Because it just fits our kind of 80s nostalgia perfectly, and the Interceptor is a beautiful car. It really is. But it is, the one they're showing is the Interceptor. There's no two ways about it, because they call it the post-apocalyptic version of the Ford Falcon. It's like, it's the Mad Max car. You can call it whatever you want, but that is what that is. It's the Mad Max car. But it's really nice. But we would do that. If that one comes up and we have the opportunity to do it, we are going to do it, because I like it, man. I really like it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. We do have, as I said, not just the Gauntlet and Titanic coming up soon when they turn up, but our friends over at Fanhome have sent us something to review, which we will be reviewing, which is a much bigger set. It's the steampunk steam engine. This thing's beautiful. And I can't wait. So that'll be up on the channel tomorrow. I've seen, it looks beautiful. I need to build it to tell you if it is or not, because I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. But it looks really nice. So hopefully it is really nice. So I've got to, yeah, I've got to see for myself. But if it is, I'm all in, because I think their models are absolutely gorgeous. We did the farm truck a few weeks ago, and that was lovely. It's really nice. And if you like Lego, you'll like these. But I think they are a genuine contender to them. And there's been a lot of pretenders to Lego's throne, but I genuinely think they're bringing out things that Lego don't do. So they're not a knockoff of Lego. They do their own sets, which is remarkable. To have competition is good. It's kind of like if you're a wrestling fan. When WCW disappeared and WWE was all that was left, sucked. So the PG era and the reality era was terrible, because there's no competition. You're not competing against anyone now, so you can put any old junk and people are going to watch it, because who are you competing against? No one. Competition is good. Everyone needs competition. I think that's why our partworks have got as good as they've got, because rather than just having like one player in the game, we've got Hachette, we've got Fanhome, we've got D'Agostini, which is an offshoot, but I would imagine the Fanhome boss wants to compete with the D'Agostini boss. They've definitely got subdivision bosses, and one of them wants to do better than the other. And then also Agora as well come on as the new boy to the scene. And now we've got these companies that have competition, right? So it's why we've got two Optimus Primes. Whose Optimus Prime is better? Whose is bigger? Whose is better? You know, that's good for us. For the consumer, that's fantastic for us, because we've got companies competing to try and lure us in. They're like, well, if that's the best they've got. So you get, Hachette will come out with, we got the Titanic, we got Alien, we got Stobart, and Algora will come out with, we got Bond. And then Fanhome will come out with, well, we got Marvel. It's a beautiful thing for us. Competition is good. And if anyone needs competition, Lego need competition. Because if they get all stale and stagnant, like, well, it's us or nothing. It's good to have someone nipping at the heels, going, you know what, we'll do a better job than you do. And they're in their infancy, and it would be good to see. But competition is good. It's always good. So it's a good thing. What I've been watching, not a lot really. But we are going. This is ridiculous. Saturday is National Cinema Day. So this Saturday, September the 2nd, is National Cinema Day, which means if you're in the UK, you can get a cinema ticket for £3. Any film on Saturday, any style of showing, £3. So you can see anything you want for £3. So if you want to see Oppenheimer, £3. You want to see Barbie, £3. You want to see Strays, £3. You want to see anything that's out at the moment, £3. So all those films to choose from. My kids have decided they want to see the Meg 2. Yeah. So we're going to see the Meg 2 on Saturday, which, because it's £3, I'm at peace with it, right? But also, I've decided going in, this is ridiculous. Let's embrace the ridiculous. I didn't like the first Meg movie, and the reason why, a film that was based on an enormous shark didn't have enough enormous shark in it for my liking. So hopefully the Meg 2 just gets on with it, because the Meg, it took so long to get the shark on film. You think, we know what it is. It's a really weird thing. They did this a long time ago when Peter Jackson did King Kong. They wouldn't show you King Kong. You just kept seeing like his hand and things like that, but I'm not going to show them to you. But it's a gorilla, isn't it? So it's not like, we know what he's going to look like. He's going to look like a gorilla. So So same thing with the Meg. Like, we're not showing the Meg. Like, you've shown it in every trailer. Just put it on the bloody film. You don't have to wait 40 minutes to introduce it to the movie. But Meg 2 looks a lot more insane because there's dinosaurs and a giant octopus, and it just looks mental. So it should be fun. It should be a lot of fun. We've been watching horror movies again. We finished Squid Game. We've seen so much ridiculous things over the past week. I'm on holiday this week. It's a beautiful thing. So I've got a very lovely week off, and it's been a weird one at work for me. I won't go into detail why, but work's been odd of recent. But that's all settled down now as well. I have received more pictures from you as well, and good pictures. So I've received not just pictures of modifications, and I have seen some beautiful modifications, particularly to the Titanic. I've seen some amazing ones. I had one of a new flooring that was put in the Titanic. You know you are. I'll save it for the video, but you know you are. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I've had some pictures of some really nice collections come through as well. From everything from horror movie collections to Disney collections to pin badge collections. It's looking really nice, and I can't wait to put this video together for you so you can all see your own stuff on screen, and you can also see other people's as well and the collections and the things we're into, because I think there's nothing more life assuring than thinking, am I the only person doing this? Am I weird for collecting all this stuff? No, you're not. There's loads of us that do it, and I've got the evidence. So it's a nice one. It's really good. We do have, as I said, we've got loads coming up on the channel. And we are full steam ahead from tomorrow with getting as much done as possible. I'll be doing the train tomorrow. I will be doing whatever turns up. So if Titanic turns up, we'll be doing Titanic. If Gauntlet turns up, we'll be doing Gauntlet. I am expecting both to be up by this weekend. I think it's an inevitability, if you will. I think that's going to happen. And then next week we will have Disney Doll's House, but that probably won't be until the weekend. We do have more coming up. Live stream. People keep asking about live stream. I can do one soon, actually, because I think I will have a very rare I'm at home constantly for a couple of weeks. So I may do a live stream. I'll get the kid to help with that. And I might. People keep asking me to do it. I'm like, well, I can do it. It's not, but it was always finding the time. But I'm more than happy to interact with you over a live, and that'll be fun. That'll be good. It's something we haven't done before, and it's something we'll do. So I'll look into it. Once I can actually confirm I'm 100% going to be here, we'll go for it. For those of you that have been following Jack's wrestling progress, heartbreakingly, one of our favourite wrestlers, Bray Wyatt, who was also the Fiend, passed away very unexpectedly last week, and it was very sad. But on the night it happened at training, the kids all paid homage to Bray Wyatt, where they all learned how to do the Sister Abigail, which was his finishing maneuver. And this is Jack dropping the Sister Abigail. So it was nice to see all the kids sort of pay their homage to Bray Wyatt. Was really cute, because it wasn't just the Sister Abigail. They were waving their phones with the fireflies. They were doing the spider walk. They did everything, and it was really nice to see, because it was emotional. It's sad as well. If you're not into wrestling, you probably have not got a word of what I'm talking about. But he was a huge character in wrestling, and like they say, the brightest stars shine out soonest. And it's heartbreaking. Way too soon. Tragically too soon. 36 years old, which is just terrible. Terrible. Way too young to die. But again, to see the kids pay homage to him, and Jack has decided he'd like to incorporate Sister Abigail into his moveset, and we'll see how that goes. But Jack's wrestling's going good. It's going really well. He's got his next public show coming up at the end of September, so we're very excited for that. We're getting into it. If you have any questions or queries, or can you help with this, or do you want to see this, or can you help me with this, please email us. You can email us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com. We'd love to hear from you. We really would. That's about all from me. I know I'm forgetting something, but I'm getting old, so it's happening, but I know I'm forgetting something, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. Book Nook. I know I remember it. I've got a Book Nook coming up, right, really soon. And it's either going to be amazing or absolute garbage, right? So I don't know which one it's going to be, but I don't think there's any in between. I think this is going to be amazing or complete trash. But that'll be coming up next week. Whichever it is, I'm going to show you, because if it's amazing, get it. If it's trash, I can go under no circumstances buy this. But it's a good one. It's a really good one. I won't tell you what it is, but it's coming up. I know a lot of you are going to like it because of the theme to it. But I'd never heard of this company before, which makes me go, this might be, it's not from wish.com, put it that way. So at least that gives me a little bit of confidence it's not going to be completely sketchy, but we'll see. I've got a feeling this could be something wonderful. So we'll see. But that will be coming up as well next week. So we will have another Book Nook coming up on the channels. I know a lot of you like the Book Nooks. I haven't got round to building the Row Life Garden Book Nook yet. And the reason why, I'm going to do it, but for me, it looks too much like a Row Life room. They've just narrowed it. And I'm like, oh, come on. That's not a Book Nook. That's a Row Life room that you just squeezed into a Book Nook. It's not the same bloody thing, but I will do it. The worst thing about it, it's got a window on the side of it, which completely depletes the point of a Book Nook. Book Nook's supposed to sit flush against books. But you start with things jutting out the side. You can't do that. So that bothered the hell out of me. But we're still going to do it. So if you are a Book Nooker, don't worry, it's coming. But I'm in no rush to do it. That is genuinely all from me. Now remember the Book Nook. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go. In a world where you could be anything at all, just be nice. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps us massively. And as I said, you can contact us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com. For those who keep asking what's your name, it's Scott. I keep forgetting to tell people my name. Scott from Building with the Boys. So if you want to put Dear Scott, that's who you put. Again, once more with feeling. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. And I will see you very, very soon for more from Building with the Boys. I will catch you then.